what have we got here? Let's take a look.
How's it going, everyone? Today I have got, to introduce myself first, I'm James Robinson up at Huddersfield Golf Club, and today I have got the PING G400 and the PING G400MAX. Now they've both got the same head cover on, so let's whip those off. And yet again, can I just say, boxing glove head covers, I'm not Mike Tyson, I don't need any boxing gloves, so I'm going to get rid of those. As you can see, we've got PING G400 here and PING G400MAX. Now, the G400MAX is a touchy subject for me. When I was a kid growing up, we had a dog called Max, so PING, you've let me down there. You're bringing back childhood memories that I do not need to see. Anyway, we're going to start on the G400. We're going to delve into the G400MAX. We're going to hit some shots. We're in the studio. We're also going to get out on the golf course, as long as it's not absolutely it down. And then I'm going to give you my opinion, which one would suit me, which one may suit you, and then hopefully you can go get fitted and get one for yourself. Let's delve straight in and have a look. So first things first, standard PING G400. We've all kind of seen this. It's been around a while. It's been out maybe kind of 6 months already, so it's not a brand new product to the market, but I'm reviewing it for you today because the G400MAX is pretty new. And it's a strange one really, because I'm not too sure why PING would bring out a new driver and miss their cycle. They're usually pretty regimented like the other brands are on when they bring out drivers and when they don't. It's almost like they thought that when Callaway and TaylorMade were bringing out their new drivers, they were maybe missing a trick, but I wouldn't imagine that's their kind of marketing strategy behind it. It's almost like they kind of forgot to bring the G400MAX out, to be fair. But anyway, I'm digressing already. We're on the G400 to start with. Let's take a look at the technology in it. So to start with, we've got the turbulators, which is in the top there, on the top of the head. Now, I say turbulators because I feel like the word turbulators deserves some big, strong American accent. It's not something which my subtle Yorkshire accent is going to do justice to. If I say turbulators, which I'm going to do for the rest of this video, so don't worry, you don't have to turn the volume down. Yeah, I don't feel like it does it justice, but anyway, I'm going to stick with the good old Yorkshire accent for now, so you can safely turn the volume back up on the video now. So G400, like I said, we've got the turbulators. Sorry, I'm going to laugh every time I say that now. Got the turbulators, and they are designed to reduce drag and airflow, let airflow get around the driver better. And they've also got the Vortec. So Vortex technology, Vortec, very clever thing. And what that is designed to do is work together with the turbulators, again, to reduce drag impact. And I was reading up on it, and apparently it's supposed to reduce drag by about 37%, which is very, very interesting, especially when we get onto the G400MAX, which doesn't have the Vortex textiles. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, reduce drag by about 37%, which if it works, wow, there's some very, 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 very clever people in that PING factory, isn't there? They're not going to be in the factory, are they? They're going to be in the offices, the big wigs, as it were. We've also got the Dragonfly technology. I thought this was called Butterfly Effect, but then I remember that's a film with Ashton Kutcher. So yeah, Dragonfly technology. Now this is very clever. I like this. The idea behind the Dragonfly technology is that it strips the weight away from the top of the head. So you can see how, I'll put a close up on there, you'll see how we've got the lines at the back, and that is kind of to give the crown of the driver strength. And then it's a lot thinner at the bottom. If you look at the wings of a dragonfly, good luck getting close to one. Then you'll see it's the same kind of technology. That's where they get the name from. We've also got these dimples on the back, which I assume is again for aerodynamics. This is the most dynamic looking thing I think I've ever seen. It just looks like it's designed to move quick, so I'm really interested to hit one of these. I've not hit one yet, so I'm looking forward to it and seeing just if it feels quicker. If it's that aerodynamic, it should feel a little bit quicker. So the idea behind that is to strip all the weight away so they can put this bad boy in the back, the tungsten weighting just here. That's positioned low and at the back. That's going to increase MOI, so you're going to just feel that forgiveness. They claim it's another really, really, really forgiving driver, which is fantastic. PING have always been good for delivering forgiving drivers. We've also got the fitting sleeve, so you can change the lofts around, which is handy. If I get the G400MAX in my hands, wow, It's the same thing, just times 10. It's a lot bigger. So instead of that 440, I think it is, cc head on the G400, we've gone full on max 460, maximum size you can have that head. And I tell you what, looking down at it, it looks so much better. It looks so much more forgiving. It just looks like a proper driver. To be honest, I'm not quite sure, and this is what made me say earlier why I'm surprised by the whole thing. I don't know why Ping decided to kind of leave this one 6 months and then bring it out. It's almost like somebody in the factory kind of forgot and said, "Oh, hey Tony, did you release the 460 head?" "Oh man." And I can imagine how that conversation went. As like they've just forgot to release it. So I know people who've bought the G400 were a bit disappointed when the G400MAX came out, and rightly so. You're spending a lot of money on these products for them just to bring one out 6 months later. And I'm sure Ping would hold the hands up to that as well, on a kind of bit of a poor marketing ploy. But there are other bits of technology in the G400MAX. And if we look at the back of the head here, where the hell's the vortex gone? I liked that word as well, vortex. I didn't give it my strong American accent because I didn't feel like it warranted it. And this is why, because they've taken it away. So are you telling me that these now pronounced turbulators as well, because these are bigger than the ones on the G400, if I put them down side by side, you'll see what I mean. Are they purely doing the job? They've taken the vortex away, and they were supposed to work hand in hand to reduce drag at impact, 37%, all that. You remember me saying that. And also, which is a really exciting, nothing's exciting about technology, is it? But something which is really cool, we have got the forged face. So again, if I bring this close to the screen and if I show you a close-up, forged face, which again is designed for higher MOI and just faster all-round ball speed on mishits as well. And this is what brings me to the G400MAX. This is actually one of our members who's given it me for the day to try. Thanks a lot, Graham, really appreciate it. And he told me it's like legalized cheating, okay? A lot of people think that the G400MAX is just for the poorer player or the game improvement player, and that's not the case at all. The guy who gave me this, I've said his name now, Graham, he's off, forgive me for not knowing Graham, I think it's 4, so low, single figure, good player, plays for the scratch team, and he's using the G400MAX. So what? So many people think that, oh yeah, 28 handicap, G400MAX, mate, there you go. If you're off 4, get yourself a G400. No, not the case at all. There's tall players using this club. And again, it leads me to think, why on earth wasn't it released at the time of the G400? Anyway, so that's enough about talking about the tech. I'm sure I'm boring you because I'm boring myself. Let's get on the launch monitor, hit some golf shots, and let's see the difference. I'm going to put this shaft in both of them. It's the Curra cage, stiff, which is perfect for me, I would have thought. I say Curra cage, other people say Curra cage. It says cage to me with a K, so I'm going to keep saying cage, mainly because I feel daft saying cage when, yeah, Curra cage will do. Right guys, I'm here in the studio, I've got the flight scope set up, I've got the G400 in my hands, 10.5 degrees, I've notched it down to 9.5 to suit my ball flight a little bit more. Let's see what happens. So, the first thing that I see when I look down at this is the size of the head, and it does look quite small, it looks petite, which I personally quite like. So let's see how it goes. First effort, a little bit left actually, not too bad. Now I've not hit a G400 before, so it's my first. I'm not really usually a massive Ping fan, to be honest, but let's go again. Fell okay, left. Oh, that's gone way left. There's no twist face on that, is there? If you've not seen my review on the TaylorMade 2018 range M3 M4, check that out. That'll be just at the side of you now. A little bit better, still left. I seem to be in this left. Right guys, G400. I'm going to get the G400MAX in my hands and let's see the difference. So G400MAX in the hands, forged face, bigger turbulators, bigger head, it's max. Let's see the difference. This is the one that they've all been waiting for. Healy again. Better though. I'm not swinging it great today, so I feel like this bigger head, we can all relate to that, can't we? This bigger head might be helping. Wow, that felt good. Look at that. Find me a straighter ball flight than that there. Distance wise, not a lot in it. Good again. Tiny bit left. Now left seems to be my kind of shot of the day, if you can tell, but with the G400MAX, it's definitely not going as far left. Definitely not. So there might be something in this kind of whole max forgiveness kind of thing. Let's hit one more and then I'm going to take them out on the golf course. It's not actually raining, so we're going to get out there. Yes! Let's get out there. So we're out here on the golf course. It's spitting, as Peter K once said. So we're not going to be out here that long, I don't think, but I'm definitely going to get some shots in for you with both, true to the cause, and let's see what the difference is. I'm going to start G400MAX and then we're going to keep swapping around. We're going to have to keep swapping the heads over, which is a bit of a break, but anyway, let's do it.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting there, so we're downwind on this par 5 and I'm thinking the G400MAX, that's going to fly a lot higher and go further, but actually the G400 went a lot higher. So obviously I'm only a human, I'm not a machine, maybe the dynamics are a bit different, but interesting results on the first hole. Let's crack on. Interesting one here, guys. So the standard G400 straight down the middle of the fairway, quite long as well for me, and the G400MAX, if I pan over to the trees, you can see it there just in play. I nearly lost that golf ball. That's a brand new Pro V1X, that's £3.33's worth of golf ball. And that's supposed to be the most forgiving driver. So there's not a lot of roll today. Hit them both great, both down the middle of the fairway. The one on the left's got a couple of yards on the one on the right. Let's go and have a look and see which one is which. Is the Titleist 4. So guys, that's the G400MAX. So that one there, which will be a Titleist 1, is a G400 standard. Just a bit of proof for you there, so you know I'm not lying. Gonna go up the 6th hole and it's into a little bit of wind. I'm gonna find this very interesting. Ball Titleist 1, G400MAX, Titleist 4, G400. Let's have a look. Interesting there, so the G400MAX, I didn't hit very well, it was very heely. I've absolutely ripped the G400. Let's get up there and see which one. I'm assuming the G400 is going to be way past it, unless the Max is as forgiving as it says. Let's go have a look. This absolutely astounds me. Look how close together these two drives are. The Titleist 1, which is going to be the G400MAX, surely to God, yeah, is, let's pace it out, 1, 2, 3. 3 yards behind the Titleist 4, Titleist should I say, not American, which was the standard G400, which I absolutely ripped. I did not hit the G400MAX very well at all and went into a bit of a wind. So I think it does kind of give you that stability that Ping are saying that it does. Something which I've not touched on just yet is the availability in the G400 range. The standard G400 range offers you the SF tech and the LS tech. SF being straight flight technology, LS being low spin technology, so it does cater for a bit of a wider audience, which surprises me because you'd think the SF tech would be the bigger head, which you get in the G400MAX. All just seems a bit strange, doesn't it? The G400MAX, they're saying that it offers you more stability, and who doesn't want more stability? It's like, hey Tony, I've got this new driver coming out and it's going to offer you more stability. Do you want it or not? Nah man, stability is overrated, I don't need that. Said nobody ever.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, I think those both pretty good. G400MAX is the Titleist 1 and the G400 is the Titleist 4. Let's see the difference. Well, 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 what do we have here? I've got one that's caught the fairway bunker, so obviously it's not going to have had any roll. And I've got one that's flown the fairway bunker and is about 50 yards down there, just short, well, probably got about 60 yards left to the green. This is why I take them out on the golf course, because these are the margins that we're talking about. That now, the ball in there, and I'm just going to show you, is that's the Titleist 4. So that is the G400, if you remember. And the Titleist 1, which is right down there, miles down there. You may only be talking a slight difference, but I feel like I hit those two shots really well. So to see that difference on the golf course, alarm bells are ringing, aren't they? So guys, bit of a roundup for you there. I'm very impressed with both of these drivers. They both do a really good job. I've just creamed two down the 9th here at Huddersfield Golf Club, and I'll show you at the end how far they're down there, because I'm not a big hitter, but I feel like they're above average for me, even after testing the TaylorMades last week. Summed up, is the G400MAX more forgiving? Absolutely 100% yes. Does it make it more enjoyable to hit? Similar to Graham said, who owns this driver, it's like legalised cheating. Yes, it is a little bit more enjoyable. Personally, it looks too big for me behind the ball. It doesn't give me the confidence into the wind that the standard G400 would do. So on that basis, I'm going to go G400 in this battle of the two clubs. But I tell you what guys, there's not a lot in it, and the G400MAX performs so well. It is so stable. So go out there, try them both, see what you think. For me, visually, the G400 takes it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. All my social media links at the bottom of the screen. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon, guys. One last note, guys. For me, this just about sums those two drivers up. Both very impressive. Cheers for watching, guys.